From the Baylor Ballpark, it's baseball on the Brazos. Aidan Pham and Joe Pratt with you on this Friday evening. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio. Baylor Baseball come in at 9-3, take on Loyola Marymount, this first of three-game series. As taking a look at the starting lineup for the Loyola Marymount Lions, leading off is Cam Hassert playing second base, Bo Akini playing first base, bat second, Colton Freeman and Robbie Ayers 3 and 4, DJ Giorso bats fifth, Kobe Wallace, Noah Malone, Devin Ornelas bats 6, 7, 8, and James Bose rounds out the starting lineup for the Lions. For Baylor's defense alignment, I'll toss it over to my broadcast partner, Joe Pratt.
Well, Baylor going with a bit of a similar look to what we saw in one game this past weekend at Globe Life Field. Jack Little playing at first base, Pearson Reebok getting the start at second, Tariq Kemp, the everyday man, at shortstop, Hunter Toplansky getting the start at third. The outfield from left to right, Wesley Jordan, Ty Johnson, and Enzo Apodaca, just as it has been for every single game so far this season, and J.J. Kennett will receive the balls and strikes from Ethan Calder.
Ethan Calder gets the start on this Friday evening, his fourth start of the year. He'll take on Cam Hassert to start his day. Hassert steps into the left-handed batter's box, facing the lefty Calder. All lefty starting pitchers for Baylor in this series, as Calder from the stretch deals. First pitch right down the middle for strike one at 88 miles an hour. Hassert coming into today batting .340. 16 runs and 16 hits as the 0-1 from Calder misses low and away. Calder gets set, kicks and deals. In the dirt on the breaking ball, 2 balls and 1 strike to Cam Hassert. Hassert, a guy who has started in all 12 games this year for the Lions. 2-1 from Calder. In the zone for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs, top of the first. Baylor against LMU. Calder strides and deals a ground ball hit towards Kemp at shortstop, who bobbles it, picks it up, and overthrows it to Little at first. It goes into the LMU dugout. And Cam Hassert advances to second.
Well, an early test for Tariq Kemp looked like a routine play at first, but after the bobble, he really had to rush himself, as Cam Hassert has a lot of speed going up the first base line, has 4 stolen bases this year. That's just a difficult play to make for Tariq Kemp. It airmailed on him.
And now that brings up Bo Ankeny, transfer out of Grand Canyon, batting .400. 415 so far this year, excuse me. Batting right-handed. Calder takes a peek back at second now, fires home. That one in the dirt on the fastball from Ethan Calder. 1 ball and no strikes towards Bo Ankeny. Baylor coming off a win on Tuesday night against Charleston State, 7-2. As the 1-0 from Calder is low for ball 2. Ankeny played in 12 games this year, 12 starts, coming off back-to-back games with a homer. As Calder fires the 2-0 upstairs. Fastball. 3 balls and no strikes towards Bo Ankeny. Runner on second is Hassert. Chopped down the third baseline to Toplansky, who settles, fires to first for out 1. And that's 1 out here in the top of the first. Runner stays on second. That's Hassert, and that brings up Colton Freeman, the senior designated hitter. Off to a great start to his year, batting .500, 4 hits, 12 hits and 4 runs scored. Calder swing and a miss from Freeman on the 82-mile-an-hour pitch.
How about that swing from Colton Freeman? Huge cut. He's 12 for 24 this year. Their top hitter in the lineup, a guy who can really do some damage here.
Calder fires and a line drive right to Hunter Toplansky for out 2. Two outs, top of the first. That brings up Robbie Ayers, the senior, behind the dish today for the Lions. Bears in their white tops, white bottoms, with Baylor spelled on the front in green, outlined in yellow, green caps. Calder peeks back at second, now fires. Misses low and away on the 79-mile-an-hour pitch to Robbie Ayers. LMU in their gray bottoms, red tops, Lions spelled on the front, outlined in white. As the 1-0 from Calder in the zone with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. Rather second. Calder kicks and deals, chopped on the ground to shortstop, picked up by Kemp on the move, throw to first for out 3. Lions leave 1 stranded, and to the bottom of the first we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, no score yet. Bottom of the first as the Baylor bats get ready. Jack Little will lead things off for Baylor, followed by Enzo Apodaca. Wesley Jordan bats third, playing in left field, and Hunter Simmons, the designated hitter. Pearson Reebok gets the start at second base, followed by Ty Johnson, Hunter Toplansky. J.J. Kennett behind the dish today. For the Bears, he bats eighth, followed by Tyreek Kemp playing shortstop. For LMU in the outfield from left to right, it's Malone, Ornelas, and Wallace. In the infield, Dorso at third, Hassard at second, Ankeny at first, Bose the shortstop, and Ayers behind the dish. Starting pitcher is Kenji Pilares, the senior right-handed pitcher out of San Gabriel, California.
He'll be on for his 4th start this year, become the Friday night starter for Loyola Marymount, 5.62 ERA. Racked up plenty of wins across his couple of years in college baseball. A transfer from Northridge, as mentioned, a guy who brings a lot of experience to this team. But 2 solid starts for him to start the year. Struggled this past Friday against St. Louis a little bit. Let's see how he fares today against this Baylor lineup.
Yeah, he'll face Jack Little, the sophomore first baseman, batting .306 this year. Little steps in the right-handed batter's box. As the first pitch from Pilares misses high and in on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Pilares, in his first season at LMU, a transfer like Joe said from CSUN after 2 seasons, spent 1 year at Glendale College and another at UCLA prior, as the 0-1 from Pilares is in the zone in the breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. towards Jack Little. The 1-0 from Polaris. Popped up in the air and a fly ball to right field. Wallace shifts over and settles under it for out 1.
Solid contact from Jack Little. It'll be good to put the ball in play against Kenji Polaris. Guy who's racked up 26 strikeouts across his now 16 and a thirds innings pitched.
Enzo Apodaca now steps into the left-handed batter's box, batting .318 coming into today. 14 runs, 14 hits, and 2 homers. As he stares at a pitch from Polaris, bounce off of Ayers for ball 1. Polaris making his 4th start this season. Some inconsistency over his last 2 starts, and the 1-0 from Polaris in the zone on the off-speed pitch for strike 1. 16 innings of work for Polaris, 26 strikeouts, but has also allowed 9 walks and 10 earned runs. Polaris sets and deals. In the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out, bottom of the first towards Enzo Apodaca. Apodaca takes a cut through the breaking ball from Polaris, but got a piece of it with his bat. Apodaca, lefty facing the righty Polaris, silver bat next to his left ear. Picks and deals as Polaris, a line drive that goes foul along the third baseline. Enzo Apodaca, 1 ball and 2 strikes and 1 out, bottom of the first. LMU and Baylor, no score yet, as the 1-2 is chopped foul along the first baseline by Apodaca. Apodaca, the redshirt senior outfielder, playing in right field today out of Scottsdale, Arizona. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out towards Enzo Apodaca. Polaris looks down at the pitch com, gets set now, and deals. And chopped down the first baseline. It's called fair. Apodaca rounds first, headed towards second. It's in the corner, picked up by Wallace, and a double from Enzo Apodaca.
He just barely tucks it down the first base line and goes all the way into the corner. Nicely done by Enzo Apodaca, who's starting to get back to his usual self. Picked up a trio of hits across the game against Auburn and Tarleton. His last 2 games played. Before then was really struggling in that Ohio State, Oregon State games where he picked up just 1 hit. So great to see him get things going with the bat in his hands and already a chance to put up a run.
Here's Wesley Jordan. Swings through the first pitch from Polaris on a breaking ball for strike 1. Apodaca, a double to start the day. Came into today with a team-leading 9-game hit streak this year. And now here's Wesley Jordan, another guy off to a great start, batting .383 as he stares at the breaking ball from Polaris miss away. Jordan batting right-handed as Polaris deals home. That one upstairs on the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike towards Wesley Jordan. Baylor competed at Globe Life last weekend where they went 1-2 in the Amigi Bank College Baseball Series. Jordan had a 2-run homer in the first game against Oregon State as he takes a chop at that pitch. Bat flies out of his hand and back towards the on-deck circle where Simmons was standing.
Simmons had to get out of the way. That was headed right towards him. It banged off the backstop. It's not the first time that Wesley Jordan has let go of the bat this year, too. So he refocuses, and now it's a 2-2 count.
2-2 from Pilares is chopped back and foul.
Nice movement on that off-speed pitch from Pilares. As you could tell, Jordan just kind of trying to put the bat out there and get a piece of that ball to stay alive.
2 balls, 2 strikes towards Wesley Jordan. Senior in left field today. Pitch from Pilares high and away. 94 miles an hour with the fastball. A full count towards Wesley Jordan. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second in Apodaca. 1 out, bottom of the first, tied at 0. Pilares 3-2. High fly ball, deep left field. Well, Malone back at the wall. He'll look up. It's gone. A 2-run homer from Wesley Jordan, and Baylor takes the early 2-0 lead over LMU.
Well, we saw him blast one out of Globe Life Field this past weekend for his second of the season, and now does just that in front of this home crowd. An absolute bomb, 106 miles an hour off of the bat. And it launches Baylor in front 2-0. They grab another lead. It's been so crucial in their success early on this season, and they're up 2-0.
Hunter Simmons steps into the right-handed batter's box. He watches an 86-mile-an-hour pitch miss upstairs. Simmons his third home run, Jordan his third home run of the year. The 1-0 from Pilares gets a piece of Simmons on the left hip, and he'll go to first. And that brings up a guy in Pearson Reebok, freshman second baseman, batting .333. The lefty out of Rockwall, Texas. Ayers takes a mound visit, talks things over with Pilares. Quick mound visit as we're set to resume play here from the Baylor Ballpark. Baylor leads 2-0 over LMU, bottom of the first. 1 out, runner on first, Simmons. Pearson Reebok, the batter. From the stretch, Pilares deals that one away on the fastball. Pearson Reebok made a few starts at third base this year, shifted over to play second. He's been playing so well lately, it's hard to keep him out of the lineup. 8 hits and 5 runs as that one fouled back into the net behind home plate. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first for Pearson Reebok. Reebok with that red bat next to his left ear. Pilares deals. Fastball in the zone for strike 2. Pilares today, 22 pitches thrown, 14 strikes, 8 balls. Pilares checks back at first. That one gets away from Ankeny.
It looks like Simmons is going to have to stay on first because it's going to be a pitch clock violation. That would nullify the pickoff attempt and thus the error and make it a 2-2 count.
That one got away from Ankeny. It went into the LMU backstop, so it's a good thing that was pitch clock violation as it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses away, a full count.
Yeah, he really escaped that one here. Now that it's a full count, see if he can maybe work his way back into this count, pick up a much-needed second out in the inning. Got to think he's up against it the first time this year that he's allowed runs in the first inning.
3 balls and 2 strikes towards Pearson Reebok. Runner on first. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball from Polaris. And his first strikeout of the day.
And one that he chased up high on the fastball pops out of the glove of Ayers. Since first base is occupied, an automatic strikeout. The big out for Polaris.
Here's Ty Johnson. He watches the first pitch from Polaris, missed low and in. Johnson batting .302, 13 hits and 8 runs scored this year. 1 ball and no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Polaris deals. High on the fastball. Johnson, the left-handed batter, facing the righty Polaris, who delivers in the zone on the breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the first. Baylor leads 2-0. Tan glove above his jersey as Johnson, ground ball that goes into right field for a single.
Johnson gets a low and in fastball at 94 and then hits it 94 miles an hour through the right side. Extend the inning, but Hunter Toplansky, a guy who had a solid weekend in Globe Life, set to dig in with 2 gone.
Yeah, Hunter Toplansky, like Joe said, a great weekend at Globe Life. A good day at the plate on Tuesday as well. Batting .227, 5 hits, 2 runs, and 5 RBIs with runners on first and second. He watches the first pitch from Polaris miss in at 76 miles an hour. Runners on first and second. Polaris deals, and Toplansky takes a chop through that fastball. (1-1) the count towards Hunter Toplansky, the senior third baseman. 1-1. Fastball misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first and second. Bottom of the first, Bears up 2-0 over LMU. Polaris deals home. Fastball in the zone for strike 2. Baylor coming off a win against Tarleton State on Tuesday. A game that saw a great performance from the bullpen that we'll talk about later. Polaris checks back at second. Simmons steps on the bag. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, runners on first and second. Toplansky, the lefty, facing the righty Polaris. The 2-2, a ground ball chopped up the middle, picked up by Bose, throw over to Ankeny for out 3. Bears put up 2 runs in the first. To the top of the second we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark, it's the top of the second. Bears put up 2 runs in the first. Leading the inning off for the Lions is DJ Yorso, junior third baseman. Ethan Calder gets the start on the mound today. His first pitch to Yorso is fouled up and back on the right side. Calder making his 4th start this season. An impressive start, to say the least. Gave up a few runs early to Oregon State, but really settled down nicely on Friday night as his 0-1 in the zone on the fastball for strike 2. The 0-2 to Giorso is chopped foul back towards the Baylor dugout. Giorso, in his first year with LMU, transfer from Santa Barbara Community College. Hit a homer in 2 straight games, a grand slam on Sunday against St. Louis, as he stares at the pitch from Calder, miss away at 81 miles an hour. Giorso has really shined in his first season at the true Division I level, as that one fouled back towards the LMU dugout. Making the start at third base today, has a couple starts at second base early in the year, as he steps into the right-handed batter's box to face Calder. Calder from the stretch kicks and deals home upstairs. Two balls and 2 strikes towards Giorso, batting .385. That one misses high. A full count towards DJ Giorso. Calder the 3-2, and a swing and a miss from DJ Giorso, his first strikeout of the day.
Well, it's a nice job by Calder, having to hone in and hit the strike zone there. DJ Giorso leads the team in walks, also limited on the strikeouts with 7. But a great job to cut him down and start off this inning well with the first out.
Here's Kobe Wallace, senior right fielder. Lefty, batting .255. 1 out, top of the second. First pitch from Calder to Wallace. Misses away at 78 miles an hour. Wallace, in his first year with LMU, spent the previous 2 seasons at Cal State Fullerton. Takes a cut through that 78-mile-an-hour pitch from Calder for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out, top of the second. Wallace, 10 runs scored, 12 hits this year. 1-1 from Calder on the edge of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2 from Calder. Called strike 3, the 88-mile-an-hour fastball in the zone.
Another well-located pitch, similar location to the one that got Hjorso at the bottom of the zone. And now back-to-back strikeouts for Ethan Calder.
Now here's Noah Malone, freshman in left field today, out of Glendora, California. First pitch from Calder, low on the fastball, 1 ball. Malone batting .200, 4 runs and 6 hits, starts his year. The 1-0 from Calder in the zone with the fastball for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the first. Baylor on top, 2-0 here at Baylor Ballpark. Calder kicks and deals. That one misses high. Wallace played in 10 games this year, made 9 starts in the outfield. It's a 2-1 from Calder. In the zone on the fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 from Calder, swing and a miss from Noah Malone. A 1-2-3 inning from Ethan Calder. And to the bottom of the second we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Bottom of the second from the Baylor Ballpark. Baylor on top 2-0 in this Friday night matchup against LMU. J.J. Kenneth, Tyreek Kemp, and Jack Little due up for Baylor. Pilar is out there for a second innings of work. J.J. Kenneth stares at a breaking ball missed low and away from Pilares. Kenneth, the sophomore catcher, splitting time with Cortland Castle. He gets the start today as the 1-0 from Pilares in the zone on the fastball. Kenneth, the sophomore out of Manville, Louisiana, transfer from Dallas Baptist. 1-1 from Polaris, low and away on breaking ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, bottom of the second. J.J. Kenneth, the right-handed batter, faces the righty Polaris. Polaris kicks and deals. Misses upstairs. Three-one count faces Kenneth. Polaris, the 3-1. Misses high at 92 miles an hour, and J.J. Kenneth goes to first on the walk.
It's a nice job picking up that leadoff base runner. Baylor picking up a couple of runs in the bottom of the first inning. They're 4-1 when they score in the first inning. They're 8-1 when they score first. And now a chance to pile on some more runs.
Polaris now faces Tyree Kemp coming in leading Bears, batting .405. First pitch from Polaris misses away at 84 miles an hour. Kemp, the senior shortstop. 13 runs and 15 hits to start his year. As he pops one up in the air, trying to navigate through the lights is Bose, who settles under it and squeezes the glove for out 1.
That's not an easy play to make if you're the shortstop, James Bose, the junior who's starting in his 8th game this season for the Lions, tracking that one all the way.
Here comes Jack Little, the top of the lineup for the Bears. Little, the redshirt sophomore, playing first base. Lars checks back at first. Kenneth slides back safely. Little went into that Globe Life series on a hitless streak, but ended it against Ohio State and Auburn as he rolls one to third, bobbled, but Giorgio throws to second, and the turn of first is not in time. They get Kenneth at second. Little is safe on first.
Well, it was a large step up for Kenji Polaris, moving into this second inning. But it's the guy who tucked it down the line his first time up, Emzo Apodaca. Works deep into that count. Now Polaris is already up to 41 pitches and trying to get out of this second frame.
Polaris checks back at first. Sliding back is Little. Apodaca, a double in his first appearance today. It was a ball that, like Joe said, tucked the first baseline, rolled into the corner. As here's Apodaca again. Polaris checks back at first. Sliding back is Little. .41 pitches thrown for Polaris. 23 of them strikes. 18 balls. Polaris deals in the zone. The off-speed pitch for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. Bottom of the second. Bears lead by 2. Hand glove above, in front of his red jersey, and the pitch is fouled up and back on the left side by Apodaca. Apodaca batting .333, 2 home runs this year, 13 RBIs. The 0-2 from Polaris misses away. 1 ball with 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Baylor and LMU in their 5th all-time meeting. Series tied at 2. Bears won the last meeting in 2019, 3-1 in a pitcher's duel. Lars checks back at first, Little back safely. The 1-2 from Polaris. Popped up, high fly ball into shallow right field. Hassett shifts over and reaches up and makes the grab for out 3. Bears unable to add a run in the second, leave one stranded. To the 3rd inning we go. Baylor on top, 2-0.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Baylor leads 2-0 over LMU. It's the top of the 3rd. Aidan Pham, Joe Pratt with you on this Friday evening from Baylor Ballpark. This first of a 3-game series between Bears and the Lions. Devin Ornelas, the batter, and he watches a ball in the zone for strike 1. Ornelas, left-handed batter, swings through the 76-mile-an-hour pitch from Ethan Calder for strike 2. Oh, and 2 the count towards Ornelas. Calder kicks and deals. That one misses away on the fastball. Ornelas, a transfer from TCU. Played in 13 games this year for the Lions, made 11 starts. He sends one into deep right field on the warning track is Apodaca. It bounces off the wall. Rounding second is Ornelas, and he slides in the 3rd. A triple from Devin Ornelas.
Wow, what an impressive race around the bases by Devin Ornelas. And that one was hit hard off the right field wall. Not like that one carried for super long. It was a line drive, so even less time to get all the way to 3rd, but it's more of the same for him. That's his 8th career triple. And already a few this year. That's going to be his 3rd this season.
Runner on 3rd for LMU. That brings up James Bowes, who bunts the first pitch foul.
Just shows you what speed can do for your team. I mean, just like that, they got a man on 3rd. There's no outs in the inning. Chance to cut the Baylor lead in half.
Here's James Bowes making his 8th start today. Shows bunt. That pitch from Calder misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bowes, another new addition to this Lions team this year. Transfer from West Valley College. Spent 2 seasons there. Pitch from Calder. Misses the zone for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on 3rd. James Bowes at the plate. Bo's the righty with that tan bat next to his ear. Takes a cut through the breaking ball from Ethan Calder. 2-2 the count. 2 hits coming into today for Bo's, all of them in Game 2 of that Seattle series. As called strike three, and that's the 4th strikeout of the day from Ethan Calder.
A big strikeout at that. He needed it, and now we'll see what they decide to do with Cam Hassert digging in. You have to assume the bunt play will still be on. But now with 1 out in the inning, see how the defense decides to play this, Aidan.
Cam Hassert, the batter, stares at the first pitch from Calder. Paint the zone, edge of the zone for strike 1. Hassert started in every single game this year for the Lions, as the 0-1 from Calder misses upstairs. He had a slow start to his year, still dealing with some lingering injuries from last year, but has really figured his game offensively out. 2 home runs on Sunday against St. Louis. That's the pitch from Calder in the zone for strike 2. Also had 3 doubles and a pair of triples against St. Louis last weekend, too. The 1-2 is a fly ball in the center field. Johnson makes the grab, and that'll be a sac fly that cashes in Devin Ornelas. And Baylor on top 2-1 now.
Well, it's a good piece of hitting. Very difficult to pitch around a leadoff triple. Well, for Ethan Calder, if you're going to give up the run, might as well get an out in the process. And now a chance to escape the inning, even despite an extra base hit to start it off. And these are the things that you really like to see from your ace in your rotation. A guy who, even when he runs into trouble, he's able to work his way out of it and still be efficient.
Ankeny swings through the pitch from Calder. 0-1 the count towards Bo Ankeny. Calder deals that one in the zone. Fastball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd. No runners on. The 0-2 from Ankeny. And called him out, Joe?
Yeah, he's out because that ground ball actually hit him. And since that ball was in fair territory, it catches him on the leg, and despite the disapproval from Bo Ankeny, that's going to end the inning.
So the Lions put up 1, Baylor on top 2-1, headed towards the bottom of the 3rd. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Bottom of the third from Baylor Ballpark. The Bears on top 2-1 over LMU. Wesley Jordan, Hunter Simmons, and Pearson Reebok due up. Jordan had a 2-run homer in his first plate appearance today. Senior batting right-handed. Polaris back out there. First pitch is popped up and fouled back by Jordan. No balls and 1 strike against Wesley Jordan, bottom of the third. Polaris kicks and deals, misses in. 75 mile an hour from Polaris. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Pitch from Polaris misses low and away at 83 miles an hour. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jordan, the orange bat on his right shoulder. Polaris strides and deals. A hard hit ground ball that just goes foul down the third baseline.
Another one that's 106.5 miles per hour off his bat. The last one, 106, it went 417 feet.
That was that 2-run homer in the bottom of the first from Jordan. Polaris misses high and away on the breaking ball.
Now this is the part of the lineup that you really expect to do some damage in the second and third rotations around against Polaris. So we'll see how this goes.
Jordan batting .396 as he chops one to shortstop, picked up by Bose. The throw over to Ankeny gets away from him. Jordan goes to second. The throw from Ankeny to Hassert is not in time. Jordan safe at second. Bose the throw to first, just too far in front of Ankeny.
And if it wasn't for some slight hesitation from Bo Ankeny at first, they likely have Wesley Jordan at second base, because Wesley Jordan probably thought that one was going to get into the dugout. He'd have a free second base. But since it kind of rattled off the fence and came straight back to the first baseman, he had a shot to get him, but was a little bit off on the timing. And so Wesley Jordan gets a free shot at second base, and the Bears got a man in scoring position.
It's ruled an error on the shortstop, and that brings up Hunter Simmons. Hunter Simmons chops one up the middle into left center. Rounding third is Jordan, and he'll score easily. An RBI single from Hunter Simmons, and Baylor takes a 3-1 lead over LMU.
Well, he beats the shift with the shortstop playing closer towards the 5-6 hole on the left side and between the second and third base bags. The second baseman almost playing right behind the second base bag, hit it right between them. Easily scores the runner from second to now make it another 2-run lead for the Bears.
Pearson Reebok now steps into the left-handed batter's box, watches the first pitch from Polaris in the zone for strike one. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the third, runner on first. Baylor leads 3-1 over LMU. Kicks and deals is Polaris and fouled back from Pearson Reebok. Reebok batting .320. 8 hits and 5 runs. Struck out in his first plate appearance today. Polaris deals home, fly ball that goes foul. Giving it chase was Malone and Yorso. No balls, 2 strikes, and no out. Bottom of the third, runner on first is Simmons. Bears put up 1 run already in the third inning. on top 3-1. Polaris, the 0-2. Is chopped foul from Reebok. Pearson Reebok has been playing well lately, had his home run robbed against Oregon State last Friday, came pretty close on Tuesday night against Tarleton as well. No balls and 2 strike towards Reebok. Pitch from Pilar is a ground ball into left field for a base hit from Pearson Reebok.
Nicely done by Reebok, showcasing some of that opposite field power, hit hard through the left side. Always nice to see guys using the entirety of the field. And now again they'll have runners on first and second. And so here it is, that second rotation around starting to get to Polaris even more so than that first time.
Reebok now on a 4-game hit streak as runners on first and second for Ty Johnson, who shows bunt. The pitch from Polaris misses high. Runners on first and second, no outs, bottom of the third. Ty Johnson, the batter. Johnson batting .318 this year as Polaris takes a peek back at second, now fires home. Johnson with a bunt is softly hit on the left side, and Gorso hesitated, and all runners are safe for Baylor. Runners on first, second, and third. Bases loaded for Hunter Toplansky now.
Perfectly placed bunt by Ty Johnson, just rolls it right into no man's land. Third baseman Yorso has no chance. Doesn't even pull the trigger on a throw. First and second, no outs. You know that's a bunt situation pretty much every single time. But well done by Ty Johnson. So bases juiced for Hunter Toplansky, who's swinging a hot bat.
Hunter Toplansky swings at the first pitch he sees from Polaris. It's a fly ball into right center. Racing over to make the catch is Wallace. One down here in the bottom of the third, and that brings up J.J. Kennett.
You like to see Hunter Toplansky being aggressive, just gets underneath that one. That's skied, well done by Colby Wallace to track it all the way, but that one not deep enough to score the run from third, so it'll be up to J.J. Kennett. Still 1 out in the inning. Was able to get on base last time.
Kenneth reached on a walk in his first at-bat. Batting right-handed. Stares at a fastball miss away from Polaris. Bases loaded with 1 out, bottom of the third for J.J. Kenneth. 1 home run this year so far. The pitch from Polaris misses away, in the zone for strike 1. One ball and 1 strike towards J.J. Kenneth, the sophomore catcher. Polaris deals. Breaking ball misses high and away. Kenneth batting .333 this year. 8 hits, 5 runs, 7 RBIs. Polaris deals in the zone for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the third. Bases loaded for J.J. Kenneth. Baylor on top, 3-1. Polaris kicks and deals in the dirt. A full count faces J.J. Kenneth now. Full count towards Kenneth. Bases loaded with 1 out. Baylor on top, 3-1. Polaris deals, is chopped up and curved foul on the right side. And now we'll redo it. Bases loaded, the 3-2. Called strike 3. Kenneth threw his bat, was ready to go to first before it was called strike 3 by Casey Moser, the home plate umpire. So now 2 outs in the bottom of the third. That brings up Tyreek Kemp, batting .395 with 6 RBIs this year. Bases loaded for him. Kemp, the lefty. First pitch from Pilares. In the zone for strike 1. Simmons on third, Reebok on second, and Johnson, the runner, on first. No balls and 1 strike to Kemp, who stares at an 86-mile-an-hour pitch in the zone for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Bases loaded. Simmons bounces around on third. Pitch from Pilares misses low. Pilares gets set. The 1-2 is off the bat of Kemp and fouled back into the net behind home plate. Pilares is about to throw his 72nd pitch today. Bases juiced for Tyreek Kemp. The 1-2 from Pilares is chopped foul on the first base side.
Just a protection swing from Kemp. Nicely done as you bring up a good point. Pilares up to 72 pitches now. Got to think maybe some fatigue setting in for him, but has pitched up to 98 pitches in a game recently on Friday.
The 1-2 from Pilares. Fastball in the zone called strike 3. Bears leave the bases. Bases loaded. On top, 3-1 to the top of the fourth we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. Right today, ylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark after Baylor left the bases loaded. Pilares gets out of the jam. Colton Freeman, Robbie Ayers, and DJ Gorso due up for LMU. Bears on top, 3-1. It's the top of the fourth here in Waco. Colton Freeman steps up to the plate, takes a swing and a miss at the first pitch from Calder at 86 miles an hour. 48 pitches thrown from Calder tonight, 32 of them strikes. Freeman batting .480. That pitch from Calder bounces in the dirt. Freeman, a transfer from Dartmouth after 4 seasons. The 1-1 from Calder misses for ball 2. Freeman, one of the 28 new players on this LMU roster. The 2-1 from Calder in the zone on the fastball for strike 2. Two from Calder. Misses low, a full count towards Freeman. Freeman, the senior designated hitter. The line out to third his first time around as the pitch from Calder misses low. Freeman reaches on the walk.
And a sprint down to first base after the walk as well. Leadoff walk for him after hitting a hard line drive that was caught by Hunter Toplansky his first time up. It's the first or the second time today that they'll put, rather the third time and now the 4th inning that they have the leadoff man on.
Robbie Ayers now steps up to the plate. He watches the first pitch from Calder miss away. And I like that you brought up how Freeman sprinted towards first, because that's the big thing on him. His coaches praise his work ethic, his energy as the pitch from Calder misses low. And his coach jokingly said, just watch him sprint after a walk to first.
He seems like that kind of guy. I mean, he warms up with no batting gloves. He has no batting gloves at all. And Sean Snedeker is going to run out and talk to Ethan Calder and J.J. Kennett, but also warming up in the on-deck circle, 2 baseball bats to warm up, get the extra weight down, which, you know, I'm no expert, but I was told that was, you're not supposed to do that, but it works for him there. And it's always cool to have guys like that on your team, old-fashioned, true baseball players.
Yeah, a quick mound visit from Sean Snedeker and J.J. Kennett, talk things over with Calder. Freeman reaches first on a walk, and this now batting is Robbie Ayers. .364 batting average. Calder checks to first and called safe is Freeman.
Thinks he has him, though. It looked like Freeman kind of took a lean towards the second base bag, but Mitch Thompson says keep playing.
2-0 from Calder, fouled up and back by Ayers.
Freeman's 4 for 6 in stolen bases this year.
Ayers had a lot of success in that Tulane series earlier this year where he homered and tripled. Calder checks back to first. This time Freeman back safely once again. 2 balls and 1 strike towards Robbie Ayers, senior out of Moore Park, California. Calder stares at the pitch comm now, gets set. Black glove above in front of his white jersey and gets a swing and a miss from Ayers on the fastball. "12 hits and 7 runs scored for Robbie Ayers this year. 9 RBIs. Runner on first is Freeman. Calder deals in that one, popped high in the air, and Jack Little settles under it for out 1.
Well, we talked about it last weekend in the Oregon State game, allowing a lot of leadoff base runners, but he's always managed to work himself out of these situations. And it's pitches like that, jam shots, little pop-ups on the infield, pick up these routine outs.
That brings up DJ Gorso. Calder checks back to first. Freeman back safely. Gorso struck out in his last plate appearance, batting .375 this year, 15 hits. The righty faces the lefty Calder, who deals. Paints the edge of the zone for strike one on the breaking ball. Calder checks back to first. Freeman slides back safely. LMU coming into today at 8-5, looking for their third straight win. As Calder deals that one away on the fastball. 1-1 strike to DJ Gorso. Gorso transferred from Santa Barbara Community College. One of the many new faces on this LMU roster this year as he fouls one back. And you know, Joe, so many new faces on this Lions roster that Jacob Hughes was talking about how even before they could even practice baseball, they had to just have a meeting talking about the normal procedure things. As Calder's pitch misses high and away, they had to go over like locker room rules and just practice structure before they even touched the baseball. That's how many new faces was in this roster. Those are things that usually carry over from year to year.
Before square one.
Pitch from Calder low and away at 79 miles an hour, a full count towards Gorso.
It's got to be difficult, you know, when you usually have, it's a good point, leaders who are able to stay and kind of keep those traditions going. It was a complete overhaul of this roster.
3-2 from Calder, popped up in the air, deep center field. Johnson shifts over and makes the grab for out 2.
They struggled last year in conference play, going 9-15, 24-30 overall. And you think about, you know, the changes to this team and look at an 8-5 start. Got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, and he was also talked about how having to spend so much time just learning about each other has really helped with the camaraderie to start the year. And an 8-5 start, can't complain there.
It's something to bond over if there's nothing else. Well, we're all new here and got to figure it out. Got to play baseball, and they're doing pretty well.
Wallace swings through the breaking ball from Calder for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Top of the 4th, runner on first is Freeman. Wallace, the senior, playing in right field today as he cuts through the breaking ball from Ethan Calder for strike 2. Out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Spent 2 seasons at Cal State, another at Washington, and now with LMU. Calder's pitch misses low and away into the right-handed batter's box. Ethan Calder kicks and deals, and a swing and a miss from Kobe Wallace. LMU leaves 1 stranded, unable to put a run on the board, and to the bottom of the 4th we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Bottom of the fourth here from Baylor Ballpark. The Bears lead 3-1 over LMU on this Friday night. Aidan Pham and Joe Pratt with you for game one of a three-game series between Baylor and Loyola Marymount. Jack Little, the batter, as he stares at the fastball from Kenji Pilares, miss away. Pilares deals and fastball low. 2 balls and no strikes towards Jack Little. 2-0 from Pilares. A high fly ball in a center field. Back is Ornelas. He looks up and it bounces off the top of the wall. Little quickly around second. And he'll turn around third, headed home. The throw home is not in time. An inside the park home run from Jack Little, and Baylor on top 4-1.
Well, he hit it to about the deepest part of the park without getting it out of the park home run, so he says, I might as well just hustle for it all the way around the bases. It was bobbled in center field by Ornelas at first, so he tried to pick up the baseball. He just couldn't pick it up, slipped out of his hands, and they still had a chance to get him at home, rolled over the top of the mound, but just barely not in time to get the head first slide from Jack Little. What a way to pick up the fourth run of the ball game.
How about that hustle from Jack Little, as here's Enzo Apodaca. First pitch from Pilares misses away. Apodaca, the left-handed batter, swings at the pitch from Pilares. Deep right field, back is Wallace, and it's gone! Another home run for Baylor, and it's Enzo Apodaca this time. His third home run of the year, and the Bears extend their lead to 5-1.
Well, we talked about it last inning, how this part of the lineup can really do damage. The second, third rotations around against Pilares, and here we are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Just an explosion from the top two in the lineup, Jack Little, Enzo Apodaca. And it doesn't stop there. Here's Wesley Jordan.
Jordan watches the first pitch from Pilares, missed low and away. Some action in the Lions bullpen. Looks like it's a lefty getting warmed up, as the 1-0 from Pilares misses the zone on the breaking ball. Ayers will jog for a mound visit. Five to 1, the Baylor lead here at Baylor Ballpark on this Friday night. Jack Little had an inside the park home run to start the fourth inning for Baylor. Enzo Apodaca followed it with a home run to right field, and here's Wesley Jordan now.
Already reached twice, and for Pilares, was trying to buy some time out there for his bullpen. And his last start gave up 5 earned runs. All of that coming after the first rotation around the order.
2 balls and no strike towards Jordan. Polaris deals a chopped foul. Jordan, another guy who also homered in the first inning. Reached on an error at a shortstop in his second plate appearance. Batting .388 this year. Polaris kicks and deals. This is in at 73 miles an hour for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike against Wesley Jordan. Polaris about to throw his 83rd pitch. Jordan pops that one up and fouled back. A full count against Wesley Jordan. 19 hits, 9 runs scored, 16 RBIs for Wesley Jordan. Polaris kicks and deals that one in the dirt, and Jordan reaches on the walk. That brings up Hunter Simmons, the senior designated hitter. RBI single in his last plate appearance. Was left stranded as the Bears had the bases loaded but were unable to cash any of them in the third inning. And here comes a mound visit for LMU.
Well, there's a right-hander warming up in their bullpen, but no move there just yet. He's up to 84 pitches, 50 of them have been strikes, and you really want to get at least an out before you go to the bullpen in this inning if you're Dongal Fergus and this LMU coaching staff. For Polaris, it would be his shortest start of the season so far, has hit the 5-inning mark in each of his first 3 starts. But as you were talking about, this is a tough part of the lineup to face. I mean, you got Hunter Simmons right here, Pearson Reebok, and then Ty Johnson. All of these guys have already reached base at least once today, and we're only in the 4th inning.
Polaris stays out there. Jacob Hughes getting warmed up in the Lion bullpen. First pitch from Polaris is low on the breaking ball for ball 1. .85 pitches from Polaris, 50 of them strikes. As the pitch to Simmons misses away at 84 miles an hour. 2 balls, no strikes, and no outs. Bottom of the 4th, runner on first for Hunter Simmons. Pitch from Polaris, a ground line drive in a left center. Jordan makes his way to third, and Simmons with the single.
An almost identical hit to his last time up back in the 3rd inning. A line drive that splits through the second baseman and shortstop just to the left of the second base bag. They had the shift to the left side for him, but beats him right there. And now runners on the corners for Pearson Reebok. Chance to do more damage.
Pearson Reebok, the freshman second baseman, batting .346, steps up to the plate. Batting left-handed, facing the righty Polaris. Runners on the corners. Polaris checks back to first, sliding back is Simmons. Reebok a strikeout and a single in his first 2 at-bats today. Pitch from Polaris. Misses away on the with the fastball. 1 ball and no strike. No strikes against Pearson Reebok. Polaris from the stretch, kicks and deals. 77-mile-an-hour pitch misses away. No outs with the runners on the corners for Pearson Reebok, who stares at a pitch from Polaris, miss away. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs, runners on first and third. for Pearson Reebok, the freshman second baseman. 3-0 from Polaris is low, and bases loaded for Ty Johnson.
Well, back-to-back innings with the bases loaded. They were not able to bring in a run. An inning ago, and it looks like LMU is going to go to the bullpen.
Donegal Fergus, the head coach of LMU, takes the walk out there. And that'll be the day, be it for Polaris Estate. 3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And with the pitching change for the Lions, we'll take a quick break, as this is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Back from the Baylor Ballpark after a pitching change from the Lions. The new pitcher is Jacob Hughes. Hughes, the senior right-handed pitcher, one of the few returners on this LMU roster. He'll face Ty Johnson with the bases loaded. First pitch from Hughes. In the zone for strike 1 at 73 miles an hour. Hughes has thrown 3 and two-thirds innings this year, 6 hits and 8 runs, as the 0-1 from Hughes misses low and in on Johnson. 3 appearances this year against Seattle, Tulane, and UC Riverside. Pitch from Hughes misses away. 2 balls and 1 strike with the bases loaded, no outs. Bottom of the 4th. Baylor on top 5-1 over LMU. Hughes, the righty, deals. Misses low with the fastball. 3 balls and 1 strike now towards Ty Johnson. Hughes kicks and deals. That one misses upstairs. So Johnson goes to first, and the walk cashes in Wesley Jordan. The Bears now lead 6-1.
Well, 10 walks across the last 2 appearances for Jacob Hughes. The walks have really been what's gotten to him. 11 walks across 3 and 2/3 innings, now 12. Has struggled in his early goings this year.
Here's Hunter Toplansky in a similar situation like he was in the 3rd inning. It's the first pitch from Hughes to Toplansky in the zone for strike 1. Bases loaded for Hunter Toplansky with no outs. Bears lead by 5. Hughes deals, popped up in the air, a fly ball to center field. And Ornelas makes the grab. Sac fly from Toplansky, cashes in Hunter Simmons. Baylor on top 7-1 now.
It's been a frustrating start to the day for Toplansky, but still figuring out a way to make a difference. That one deep enough to score a run, as we saw an inning ago. Kind of a pop-up to shallow right field that time. Able to bring in the 4th run of the bottom of the 4th inning, and Baylor starting to run away with it.
Bears lead by 6. J.J. Kenneth takes a big cut at the pitch from Hughes with the fastball and misses as runners on first and second for J.J. Kenneth. Struck out looking in his last plate appearance, batting right-handed with the red bat next to his ear. Hughes deals and misses low and away with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Two home runs in this inning alone for Baylor. Jack Little had the inside the park home run. Enzo Apodaca followed with a homer to right field as Kenneth pops it up and back foul. Hughes takes a look down at the pitch count. Now gets set. The 1-2 from Hughes. Chopped foul by Kenneth and back. J.J. Kenneth batting .320, 8 hits, 5 runs, and 7 RBIs. Reebok on second, Johnson on first. The pitch from Hughes missed away. Pitch from Hughes, high fly ball popped up, and working back towards it is Hassert, who makes the grab for out 2. Two outs in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second. That brings up Tyreek Kemp. Coach Fergus making some changes for LMU. Reed now at third. Hassett shifts from second to shortstop, and Giorso moves over to play second base. First pitch from Hughes to Kemp. This is upstairs. Kemp a flyout and a strikeout in his first 2 appearances today, as the pitch from Hughes at 87 miles an hour misses low and away, low and innings. Kemp batting .385, 15 hits, 13 runs, and 6 RBIs. Runners on first and second with 2 outs for the senior shortstop. 2-0 from Hughes. Fastball misses. 3 balls, no strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Baylor leads by 6 here in the bottom of the 4th. Hughes' pitch misses away on the fastball, and the bases are loaded. As here comes Jack Little for the second time this inning.
Got this all started with an inside the park home run. Still above 300 at 308. An RBI. Chance to bring in a few more here.
Bases loaded for Jack Little. Hughes delivers. 75-mile-an-hour pitch in the zone for strike one. Little got off to a great start to his year, fell into a hitless streak, but over the weekend hit home runs in back-to-back games against Ohio State and Auburn. As the pitch from Hughes misses upstairs, and an inside-the-park home run today. One ball, one strike. Little takes a cut through the fastball from Hughes. 1-2 the count. Kemp on first, Johnson on second, and Reebok on third. Bases loaded for Jack Little. Batting .308 this year, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 out at the bottom of the fourth. Hughes delivers and off the bat of Little and fouled back. "16 hits this year, 10 RBIs. Jack Little. Hughes gets sets and deals, and this one popped up in the air towards the first base line. Ankeny shifts over and makes the grab. So the Bears put up 4 runs in the 4th inning, leave the bases loaded, and to the top of the 5th we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
From the Baylor Ballpark, this is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio. Top of the 5th here on this Friday evening. Baylor on top 7-1 over LMU, a 4-run inning. The 4th, as Noah Malone steps up to the plate for the Lions. He takes the swing. The first pitch from Calder, a high pop-up. And the grab is made by Little for out 1.
That's all you can ask for at this point from Ethan Calder is efficiency, and he's done just that through the first 4 frames. 68 pitches, 42 of them have hit the zone. Has also picked up 5 strikeouts. The lone run came off of a sacrifice fly, so there really hasn't been any threats on the base paths to this point.
That brings up Devin Ornelas. Calder deals in the zone with the fastball for strike 1. Ornelas batting left-handed, facing the lefty Calder, who kicks and deals. Peel down to third, says he didn't go. 1 ball, 1 strike towards Ornelas. Ornelas with the tan bat above his head sends a line drive into left field for a base hit.
Calder had retired 7 of the last 8 going into that plate appearance, but now have one of the most dangerous runners on this team on the base pass. He's 4 for 4, and we saw him leg out a triple his last time up in the third. That's Devin Ornelas now on first base.
Ornelas on first brings up Joe Reed, who's taken over at third base. Reed sends a ground ball up the middle. Reebok pitches back to Kemp to turn to first to Little for the out 2. A double play, a 4-6-3, and that does it for the top of the 5th. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all.
Bottom of the 5th here from Baylor Ballpark. Baylor leads 7-1 over LMU. Hughes facing Apodaca. His first pitch misses away at 87 miles an hour. Bears put up 4 runs in the 4th inning. Pitch from Hughes in the zone for strike 1. Apodaca had a homer in that 4th inning. Batting left-handed, 340 batting average, takes a big swing and a miss at the fastball from Hughes. Apodaca, 2 hits, 2 runs, and an RBI today. Also had a double in addition to his home run. Pitch from Hughes is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes against Henzo Apodaca. 26 pitches thrown for Jacob Hughes. 13 strikes, 13 balls. Kicks and deals is Hughes. A 1-hopper to Jorso, who fires over to Ankeny for out 1.
New second baseman DJ Jorso playing at deep second base and shallow right field that time against Apodaca. But he moved from third base, and then the second baseman Cam Hassert moved over to short. Joe Reed is the new third baseman, and that takes James Bowes out of the game. He was the starting shortstop.
Wesley Jordan, the batter now, chopped the one foul along the third baseline. Jordan a home run in the first and reached on an error in the third and was walked in his last plate appearance. The 0-1 from Hughes. And Jordan went 0-2 the count. 1 hit, 3 runs, and 2 RBIs, and a walk for Jordan today. Swing and a miss from Wesley Jordan on the fastball from Hughes. His first strikeout of the evening.
90 miles per hour, he climbed the ladder, and Wesley Jordan chased after it. An uncharacteristic swing from Jordan. Had reached in his first 3 plate appearances going into that AB, but 2 quick outs for Hughes. And here's Hunter Simmons.
Hunter Simmons, the senior designated hitter, batting .422, sends a blooper to right field that goes over the head of Wallace. Simmons goes for second, and it's a double from Hunter Simmons.
Hunter Simmons' 3rd hit of the day has now reached in all 4 of his plate appearances. And that was just a bad route by the right fielder, Colby Wallace. Just took a direct route to the alleyway, and then it was over his head after he reached up. Didn't even take a leap. I think he thought that was sinking a bit quicker than it actually was. That was scorched off the bat of Simmons, and he has himself a double.
That brings up Pearson Reebok for the 4th time today. Reebok stares at the pitch from Hughes, miss away on the breaking ball. Reebok batting .346, a walk and a strikeout today, and 1 hit. And he sends one to right field. Racing forward for it is Wallace, diving and unable to make the catch. Simmons will score. Reebok turns for 3. An RBI triple from Pearson Reebok. Baylor leads 8-1 over LMU.
A long run for Colby Wallace. He was charging in on that baseball, had to lay out for it, but just couldn't get the glove underneath it. And just a right fielder's or any outfielder's worst nightmare is diving for a baseball and not being able to come up with it. Rolls all the way back to the warning track. Nearly another inside the park home run, but Bears are up 8-1.
Pearson Reebok continues his stellar start. And here's Ty Johnson. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. Swing and a miss from Johnson on the fastball from Hughes. 0-2 the count with a runner on second. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Baylor leads 8-1 over the Lions. Johnson 2 hits today, an RBI and a walk. Hughes gets Johnson swinging on the breaking ball. Bears able to put 1 run up in the 5th. To the 6th inning we go. This is Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Ethan Calder continues his masterful effort into the top of the sixth inning. He'll be facing the top of the order in Cam Hassert, who moved from second base to shortstop in this game. And the lefty-on-lefty matchup, first pitch, is on the outer half of the zone. The breaking ball is in there for strike one. 0-1 the count to Hassert, who has yet to record an official plate appearance today. Reached on an error and a sacrifice fly, and now a pitch is low and outside. That one hits the zone again, 0-2. Quickly is Ethan Calder up on Cam Hassert. Both around 75 miles per hour. He's going to take a second before stepping into the box, taking as much time as he can. And here's the 0-2. Outside with the fastball. So Ethan Calder through 5 innings today, 2 hits, an earned run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and is eyeing his 6th right here to start the top of the 6th. He comes set, and the lefty deals. Low and outside, it bounces in there to even up at 2-2. But just 2 hits today for Loyola Marymount. And the pitch. He reaches out over the plate. There's the third one. It gets through into center field just past Tyreek Kemp. A nice battle by Cam Hassert, who fell behind 0-2, but he's going to wind up being the 4th leadoff man to reach for the Lions.
Great hitting by Hassert. Just ground ball in a center field. Tyreek Kemp had no chance at that one.
Just an emergency swing, and he's able to poke it through. So now 1 for 2 on the day. Now Bo Ankeny will dig in. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. Last time he was up, dribbled one in front of home plate, and that ball made contact with him as he was trying to run to first. He was ruled automatically out on the play. Here's the first pitch. Ankeny takes low and outside, ball 1. He's a right-handed batter using a all-white barreled bat, black handle. White batting gloves to go along with the gray pants and red top uniforms for LMU. Calder will take a look at home, but will step off the mound and throw to first. In there standing up is Hassert. Cam Hassert's 4 for 4 on stolen bases this year, but has not taken a chance just yet. He's got a short lead at first. Calder, the lefty, fires. It's outside. Kennett looks the runner back to first. 2 balls, no strikes to Bo Ankeny, who's 0 for 2. It was a bounce out to third base his first time up. Baylor looking to turn 2. Here it comes. He spoils that one foul on the right side. Well, Bo Ankeny coming into today was a .415 hitter and is on a 5-game multi-hit streak dating back to February 26th. The next pitch, down beneath his knees, 3 balls, 1 strike. Coming into today was 10 of his last 20 at the plate with 7 driven in, a pair of homers. Has hits in all but 1 game throughout this season. This is his 14th game played. The 3-1, right down the middle to even it up. Actually make that a 3-2 count. Another strong battle put on by an LMU batter, Ethan Calder, trying to put him away. He comes set, and the 3-2. Shot down the left field line, but it twists foul. Headed towards the Baylor bullpen, and they'll do it again at 3-2. Calder up to 84 pitches. He's ready, so is Ankeny. And the payoff once more. Shot into deep center field. That takes Ty Johnson back to the warning track, looking up, and that ball is gone. A 2-run blast for Bo Ankeny, his 4th of the season. And LMU hasn't gone down just yet. It's 8-3.
What a shot from Ankeny. Deep center field. and Johnson was running out of real estate. It bounced off the top of the platform in center field. And yeah, like you said, LMU not done yet.
Well, this is an offense that has out-hit their opponent, has outscored their opponent to this point this year. They've eclipsed the 10-run mark over 5 times this year as well. And that pitch is below the zone to Colton Freeman. He takes and is ahead 1-0. Yeah, blast to the deepest part of this park. The flag in center field showing that there's no help either. That one tucked down the third base line, past the outstretched arms up to Plansky. That'll roll all the way to the corner. Colton Freeman charging into second. He'll be in there standing up. Back-to-back extra base hits for the Lions. This time it's Colton Freeman. And with no gone, they'll have a man on second.
There's a hard-hit ground ball down the third base line. Hunter Toplansky dove and reached out for it, and it just got by him and into the corner. And LMU not done yet. A single, a homer, and now a double to start this 6th inning.
And that will be the day for Ethan Calder, who pitches into the 6th, but is not able to record an out. The runner on second will be his responsibility, but still another strong start for the Friday man, Ethan Calder. And with the new pitcher heading into the game, we'll head to a quick break as the Bears still lead at 8-3. You're listening to Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get.
The new pitcher into the game for the Bears is Will Glatch, on for his 4th appearance of the 2025 season. He'll be facing the right-handed swinging Robbie Ayers, .353 hitting catcher. The senior digs in, facing Will Glatch, who comes set, taking a look at the runner on second, and he fires a fastball outside, 1-0. Glatch so far this year has logged 5 2/3 innings, struck out 4 batters, walked 1, has allowed 2 hits and no runs. Comes set with the black glove above his belt. He looks at second, now slides home, and it's low and outside to even up or make it a 2-0 count on Robbie Ayers.
Baylor's going to look for another solid performance from the bullpen to close this one out.
Heavily relying on the bullpen on Tuesday night. Also Sunday's game, as that one sent high and twisting out of play on the right side. 2-1 the count after the foul ball.
Yeah, they had 6 1/3 scoreless innings on Tuesday. Mitch Thompson talked about how seeing the depth they have puts a smile on his face.
A lot of 1-2-3 innings, working really efficiently. Now the pitch is just outside, barely missed to Ayers with the fastball. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Baylor's bullpen allowing just 15 earned runs across 55 relief innings, boasting a 2.45 ERA. The 3-1 is fouled back and out of play. So 3-2 the count to Robbie Ayers. Colton Freeman is on second. He knocked a double that took Ethan Calder out of the game after he allowed a 2-run homer to Bo Ankeny, the 3rd home run that Ethan Calder has allowed this season. The payoff to Ayers, pounded into the ground towards third, scooped up by Toplansky, looks the runner back to second, and it's in time at first to get Ayers. Nice assist by the first baseman, Little, to scoop it up as well. Not an easy play to make, but a big first out for Baylor.
Yeah, you're right. Hunter Toplansky fires one to first base. Jack Little doing a great job making the catch, reaching out, and 1 down, the top of the 6th.
There's DJ Hiorso. Another righty-on-righty matchup. Mitch Thompson taking the lefty out of the game with these righties stepping up. And now he fights that one off. A little twisting pop-up towards Reebok, and he's got it. A little over-the-shoulder grab, and the second out. Hiorso falls to 0 for 3, and there are quickly 2 gone since Will Glatch has entered. So this is more of what we've been talking about, the bullpen coming in, really calming things down. And so now Colby Wallace is going to be replaced from this game. He would be due up as the 6th man in the lineup. 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. And so it'll be Zion Williams hitting for him. 9 for 28 on the season. A .321 hitter has driven in 5 runs. In this 8-3 contest, Will Glatch comes set. Looks at second, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Kennett out to get it.
Williams transferred from Tacoma Community College. Like you said, 6 starts this year. LMU is looking to get on base.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Sounded like it got tipped into the glove of Kennett. No balls, 2 strikes. Coach Fergus for LMU, not afraid to replace guys, try to mix things up in the lineup. Has already replaced 2 guys today, mixed up the infield. Now Zion Williams, the pinch hitter, facing an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Will Glatch comes into the game, picks up 3 quick outs, and the strikeout of Zion Williams. LMU will strand a man on second base, not before picking up 2 runs on the 2-run homer from Bo Ankeny. Baylor still protects a 5-run lead as we head to the home half of the 6th. You're listening to Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com. And click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports.
Bottom of the sixth inning, switch hitter Hunter Toplansky will lead things off for the Bears, and some defensive changes for LMU. Zion Williams, who recently batted for the right fielder Colby Wallace, will stay in the game to play left. More changes after the pitch. It's Lowen outside to Toplansky, 1-0. And so the left fielder Noah Malone makes the switch from left field to right. Infield and outfield playing straight up. The next pitch in and out of the glove of Ayers, but called a strike one.
Yeah, Coach Fergus not afraid to make changes. Well, Williams batted in place of Wallace, who had 2 strikeouts, trying to get guys on base is Fergus.
Pitch to Toplansky, looping breaking ball that falls on the back door. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well located pitch that time from Jacob Hughes, who stays in the game, trying to eat up some innings after the starter Polaris went 3+. The next pitch is fanned at and missed for strike 3. Hunter Toplansky couldn't get a piece of that 82-mile-an-hour breaking ball, and he is the first victim of the bottom of the sixth. Toplansky now 0 for 3, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Jacob Hughes. And the pitch, that one rattled straight back up the middle, but gloved by the pitcher. He'll walk it over to the first base bag. Nice grab by Jacob Hughes, who on the forehand had to reach down, grab that baseball. And on one pitch, he finds the second out of the sixth.
Yeah, right back to Hughes, gloves it and underhands it to first. And like you said, 2 quick outs.
Came into this game with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th inning. Surrendered 2 runs. They weren't charged to him. All of those charged to Kenji Polaris, who went 3+ innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them were earned. Here's the first pitch to Tariq Kemp. It's low and outside. He walked 3 batters, struck out 3. And we'll leave the Baylor Ballpark with a ERA nearly 2 points higher than it was when he arrived, as the 1-0 pitch. Tariq Kemp shows the bunt. He pulls it back to make it a 2-0 count. The pitch was low. So 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Third baseman playing up on the bag towards the cutlet of the grass. Joe Reed is there, and the pitch is in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes to Kemp. So going into today, Tariq Kemp, the only Baylor batter who is still above the 400 mark. He's down to 385 as that pitch gets over the heart of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. 0 for 2 today with a looking strikeout, a pop out, and a walk. From the windup, Hughes deals. 3-1 is fouled straight back over our heads and out of play. Count full to Kemp. Sign changed by Jacob Hughes. Now he's ready. He steps back and throws. It's off the end of the bat. Little dribbler from Kemp. Easy play for Jacob Hughes. He walks it to the first base bag. Gets out of the bottom of the 6th inning. The first 3 up, 3 down inning for LMU today. Baylor still leads 8-3 as we go to the top of the 7th.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Will Glatch stays in the game for the top of the 7th inning. He'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the bottom half of this LMU order. These guys not accounting for too much offense outside of Devin Ornelas. Scored after a triple, also has a single. Other than that, they are 0 for 4, including Noah Malone. He's 0 for 2, takes a breaking ball that falls in at bell tight, strike one. So Will Glatch trying to continue a hot stretch for this Baylor bullpen. A moon's difference when you take a look at the first 2 years of the Thompson era, as the next pitch is fanned at and missed by Malone. He is down in the count 0-2. But Will Glatch 3 up, 3 down against the 3 men he faced in the top of the 6th inning. That was with a runner in scoring position. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. J.J. Kennett out to throw to first to complete the strikeout. Back-to-back swinging Ks for Will Glatch.
And yeah, you touched on it. A big reason for this great start from Baylor, aside from offensively, it's the pitching staff. Coming into today, Baylor was at a 2.97 ERA that ranked 16th in the country. What a job Snedeker has done with the bullpen and the starters.
It's just amazing to think about after a year ago where Baylor had a 6.51 ERA as a staff. The first pitch to Devin Ornelas. He shows the bunt, pulls it back. Pitch is low. It's 1-0. Baylor has 6.51 ERA, the worst in the Big 12 throughout the entire season, not just conference play, all 53 games. Here's the 1-0. Shows the bunt again, and it's outside, 2-0. And now to be a top 20 pitching staff in the nation statistically in March, I mean, it's pretty incredible. Of course, it was a difficult schedule at the beginning of last year, but still a tough schedule this year. Not to say that it's not too much easier. That pitch is turned around to deep right center field. Apodaca giving chase into the alleyway. He'll make the grab on the run to retire the dangerous Devin Ornelas for the first time today.
Apodaca had to get on his horse over there. That one was in the right center alley, and Apodaca all the way over to make the grab.
And that's another big reason to boost the pitching staff is solid fielding. Really strong infield with these guys on the left side. Also Pearson Reebok adding to the defensive front. Now the pitch is in there for a strike to Joe Reed, who entered into the game for James Bowes. Joe Reed making the switch over to third base, and part of a plethora of defensive adjustments by Fergus, the head coach for LMU. Now he dribbles one foul towards the Baylor dugout. No balls, 2 strikes to Joe Reed. Will Glatch will take a second here. Joe Reed bounced into a 4-6-3 double play his last time up. Righty on righty matchup. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the low and outside corner. 6 up, 6 down for Will Glatch, and the Bears still lead it 8-3 as we send it to the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com. And click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Eight to 3 your score as we move into the bottom of the seventh inning. A new pitcher is in for Loyola Marymount. It's Sam Brady, 6-foot left-handed pitcher, and he throws one that nearly misses everything. 71-mile-an-hour breaking ball high and wide to the right-handed swinging Jack Little. Lefty Sam Brady, a junior out of Lake Kivara, Kansas. Next pitch finds the zone on the outer edge for a strike. It's facing Jack Little. Came around to score on an inside-the-park home run back in the bottom of the fourth. Other than that, he is 0 for 3, so 1 for 4 on the day. And the next pitch from Brady, low and inside. Thought about swinging, did Little, but it's 2-1. Sam Brady, a Kansas transfer, and missed the entirety of the 2024 campaign as his 2-1 offering is rolled off the end of the bat of Little. Long run for the second baseman who was playing the shift. His throw is in time at first. They got him. DJ Hjorso was playing closer towards the second base bag on the shift, and Jack Little thinks he's safe. He's still on the first base bag.
Yeah, it was a close one at first. Baylor's first base coach thought he was safe. So did Jack Little. But Mitch Thompson not going to elect to review this one.
It'll be the first out of the bottom of the seventh inning. Now Enzo Apodaca, who's had a productive day. 2 for 4, and from the windup, Brady deals a breaking ball launched into deep right center field. That takes Ornelas back to the fence, leaping up, and he can't make the grab. It's gone. The second home run of the night for Enzo Apodaca, and the Bears make it a 9-3 ball game.
Well, Enzo Apodaca crushes another one to right field. Ornelas leaped up and unable to make the catch. That one was gone. And what a day from Enzo Apodaca. 2 home runs, and Baylor now leads by 6.
Bringing himself back into the team lead with 4 home runs with 4. Wesley Jordan got his 3rd earlier today. And the first pitch to Wesley Jordan is a breaking ball that loops in for strike 1. Wesley Jordan reached in his first 3 plate appearances. First one, a 2-run homer to left field. The next one reached on an error. A walk and then a strikeout swinging. The next pitch is outside with the fastball at 88. And it evens up at 1-1. Big shift for the right-handed swinging Wesley Jordan. 3 infielders playing to the left of the second base bag. Brady is ready. The windup. And the pitch is a breaking ball that falls in once more at 1-2. Has nice control over that off-speed pitch that's in the low 70s. And LMU, the defense, playing as if Jordan's going to be early on at the 1-2. He pops it up, a sky-high pop-up just beyond the infield, giving chase the second baseman, and he is called off by Ornelas, who makes the grab for out number 2.
And that one was a high fly ball. I mean, that one's hard to track down. Hassard found himself all the way in the center field before he was called off.
So Sam Brady has worked around the home run with a couple of weak contact outs, and now here's Hunter Simmons. Brady with the glove in front of his face, ready to fire from the windup. It's a breaking ball just outside, but called strike 1 on Hunter Simmons. He's reached in all 4 plate appearances so far today, has driven in 1 run, reached last time on a double, has also reached on a pair of singles and a hit by pitch. Next pitch is upstairs, 1-1. It's another productive day at the plate for Hunter Simmons. Sam Brady, the lefty, is ready. That one shot down the left field line. It bangs off the end of the Baylor dugout. Looks like everyone's okay. It'll be 1-2 count to Simmons, who's facing Sam Brady. He's a transfer from Kansas, as mentioned before. But across his 21 appearances with the Jayhawks, none of them were against Baylor. Had a 10.5 ERA across his 2 seasons at Kansas. 38 1/3 innings, and now he goes into his windup, deals, and it's fouled straight back into the screen. So while he likely made the trip to Baylor Ballpark, did Sam Brady, never pitched here. Now he has an opportunity to do so for Loyola Marymount. Missed all of last year due to injury. This is his 4th appearance of the 2025 season. Has gone an inning in each of them. Trying to complete an inning here. Here's the 1-2. Simmons watches a breaking ball fall outside to even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Flag in center field, pretty much motionless, maybe headed towards left field slightly, helping the right-handed swinging Hunter Simmons. Here's the 2-2. Low and inside, nearly hit him, and it's 3-2. Six balls, 9 strikes, 15 total pitches for Brady so far. Now he brings the glove in front of his face, goes into the windup. The payoff pitch is at the top of the zone, but called a strike 3. So Hunter Simmons gets rung up to put an end to the bottom of the 7th inning, not before Enzo Apodaca blasts his 2nd home run of the game to make it a 9-3 contest. Bears lead as we head to the top of the 8th.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
It's a 9-3 ball game as we navigate into the top of the 8th inning. Will Glatch is still on the bump. He's faced 6 batters, has retired them in order with a pair of strikeouts. But now he's going to be facing the top of the lineup, Cam Hassert, who recently did damage in the 6th inning. Reached on a single, and then a man in the on-deck circle, Bo Ankeny, blasted out a 2-run homer. So Will Glatch will be trying to prevent that as he works into his 3rd inning. The pitch is upstairs, but called a strike 1 on Cam Hassert. 0-1 the count from Will Glatch, who has now thrown 7 2/3 innings on the season. 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, no earned runs. Next pitch right around the dirt, 1-1. Infield playing a shift to the pull side for Hassert. The pitch. Glatch gets another call on that pitch outside, 86 miles per hour. He's ahead in the count, 1-2, has thrown 22 pitches. Just 6 of them have missed. 16 strikes for Will Glatch as he comes set. The 1-2 rolled softly foul towards the LMU dugout. Baylor pitching just done a really solid job keeping LMU off the base paths, but even when they've gotten on the paths, really nice job limiting the damage. They're 1 for 12 with runners on base. That one shot foul down the left field line, hard hit, but Hassert will have to straighten that one out if he wants to improve upon his 1 for 2 day so far. Reached on an error to start the game, a sacrifice fly, and then a single. Will Glatch set at the belt. He kicks and fires. That's a hard hit ball into left field. Wesley Jordan a couple of steps back and eyeing the track. Pulls down the first out.
7 straight retired batters for Will Glatch. Great job by the pitching staff that saw 7 1-2-3 innings on Tuesday. And this is a pretty good LMU lineup. Six out of 9 of them are batting 300 or better. So it's not like these guys are struggling.
No, a lot of guys really heated up in this past week, the last 4 or 5 games. Bo Ankeny is certainly one of them, as we were talking about his last time up. Before he hit that 2-run homer, he'll take a strike 1 at the bottom of the zone here. But 10 for 20 going into this game, has a 5-game multi-hit streak, and that was really the story for a lot of the guys in the starting lineup. The 0-1 on the outer edge, called a strike 2. Plenty of guys in the starting lineup brought hitting streaks into today. One guy on deck, Colton Freeman, Robbie Ayers as well right after him. Those guys done a lot of damage of late. Bo Ankeny, one of them as well. Hitting .411. He reaches out over the plate, shoots this one to straightaway center. A lazy fly for Ty Johnson to field, and backpedaling, he pulls it down. But it just goes to show the game plan that Sean Snedeker and Mitch Thompson are able to put together to combat these batters. And with that, Mitch Thompson walks out of the Baylor dugout, and Will Glatch will face 2 batters in the top of the 8th inning. Retired all of the batters that he faced. An excellent performance from Will Glatch, as it has been through his first 3 performances this year. 8 1/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. And the stellar start to the season continues for Will Glatch. As the Bears head to the bullpen, we'll head to a break. They still lead at 9-3. You're listening to Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Pitching change from Baylor Ballpark. Grayson Murray enters into the game for Will Glatch. Glatch going 2 2/3 innings, no hits, 3 strikeouts in his 28 pitches. The 4th straight scoreless appearance for Will Glatch, so send it to a guy with a 0 ERA to another guy with a 0 ERA, and Grayson Murray, whose first pitch is a check swing off the bat of Colton Freeman, and it hits above the LMU dugout, foul ball, and he's down 0-1. Grayson Murray has gone 5 1/3 innings to this point, has allowed just 1 hit across his 4 appearances, 6 strikeouts and no walks. Next pitch, it slithers in and low and outside. Ball 1. Baylor faithful didn't like that call. 75 on the slider. Too low to Colton Freeman, squatted down in the back of the right side of the box, and the pitch is low again, 2-1. So Mitch Thompson deciding to go to the bullpen as the toughest test in the LMU lineup digs in, and the righty takes for a called strike 2. That one at the bottom of the zone as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the base is empty for Colton Freeman. Murray from the windup shields his face with the black glove, and he fires. Right down the middle, called strike 3. Grayson Murray comes into the game, and 5 pitches later ends the top of the 8th inning. Picks up the strikeout and puts an end to a 1-2-3 top of the 8th frame. Bears lead by 6 as we go to the home half of the 8th.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Bottom of the 8th frame, 9-3, the Bears lead it. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Pearson Reebok, who would be the leadoff man. His day is going to finish after going 3 for 4. Travis Sanders is the hitter. And the pitch is low and inside for ball one. Sam Brady is still out there for LMU, the tall left-hander. Pitching after Jacob Hughes went 3 innings. He's got the glove in front of his face. The 1-0 to Sanders is outside. Sanders is 2 for 12 on his young season. 167 hitter, has driven in 1 run. Transfer still trying to find a way into this lineup as that breaking ball loops in and is called a strike 1 to make it 2 balls and 1 strike on Travis Sanders. He'll replace Pearson Reeboks. We'll see if he'll stay in the game and play at second, as he has spent most of his time at third. Here's the next offering, and he chases after a low breaking ball at 72. Comes up empty. Counts at 2-2. Lefty on righty matchup with Brady going into his windup and firing. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Travis Sanders swings right over top of breaking ball, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Sam Brady.
So far, a good outing from Sam Brady. Did give up that 1 home run, but
next hitter is Ty Johnson, now a lefty-on-lefty battle with the center fielder. Shoots that one through the right side of the infield and past the second baseman. Ty Johnson picks up a base knock with 1 gone in the 8th. And now here's Hunter Toplansky. The switch hitter will bat from the right side. And if he gets on base, that means every single Bear in the starting lineup today will have reached base. He's 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly and a run driven in. Struck out his last time up in the 6th. Brady set, now throwing from the stretch. His first pitch is fouled into the parking lot. He starts off Toplansky 0-1. And so while it might not look like LMU, of course, a 6-run deficit, anything can happen, but the way this Baylor bullpen looks right now, if you want to take a positive out of this game, it could be your bullpen. As Brady fires, it's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Toplansky. Jacob Hughes coming in, doing a solid job of calming things down. Baylor picking up 5 runs across the 3rd and 4th innings, and then adding 1 more in the 5th, 1 in the 7th. Started off with 2 in the bottom of the 1st. That brings us to 9-3. The next pitch to Toplansky, up and away, 2-1.
after Pilares gave up 6 runs, Hughes and Brady came in and done a solid job against the Baylor lineup.
The lefty's ready, and the 2-1. It's behind Hunter Toplansky. He'll go back to the backstop. Johnson rounds second. Wild pitch. Robbie Ayers, the catcher, didn't have a chance to get that one. So now with a runner in scoring position, Hunter Toplansky, a chance to pick up his 2nd RBI of the day. Continue a solid stretch of baseball, at least offensively for him, after struggling to start off the year. A favorable count at 3-1. Here's the next pitch. It's low and inside, and he's headed to first, ball 4. So put runners on first and second for J.J. Kenneth.
And with that, every single Bear in the lineup has got on base today. It's got to be something that makes Mitch Thompson extremely happy.
Toplansky with now 4 RBIs across his last 4 games. Went 0 for 2 against Auburn, but 1 for 3 against Ohio State, 2 for 4 against Tarleton on Tuesday. And now able to reach base in the 8th inning. First and second, both runners take off. Ayers' throw to third is high and not in time. Double steal pulled off by the Bears. Continue to steal a lot of bags this year.
Yeah, coming into the day, they stole 16 bases. That's a third, if you think about it, of their output last year at 39.
It's just the 12th and 13th steals allowed by LMU this year in 13 games. Now 14 games, rather. That pitch is on the outer half, possibly brought back in by Robbie Ayers' solid frame to pick up the strike and even it up at 1-1 to J.J. Kennett. Now with runners on second and third. Third baseman Reed playing even with the bag, maybe about 8 feet off the line. Everybody else slightly back, and the 1-1. Kennett reaches out over the plate to catch a piece, and it catches a piece of Robbie Ayers on its way back. So now LMU is going to bring the infield in. They were playing back and now walking up with the count 1-2. Everybody with their toes on the infield grass. Runners are on second and third. Outfield playing at normal depth. Sam Brady comes set, takes a look at second. Now he throws. It's up and inside. Kennett backs away from it. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. J.J. Kennett batting .400 with runners in scoring position this year. Has 2 there right now. Now takes a big cut, but fouls it off of his front foot. It's a stinger, even though he has that ankle guard over it. Still needed to take a second. It's a solid battle working here between J.J. Kennett, Sam Brady. Brady messing with that pitch-comm device on his belt. Now he's going to toe the rubber, spin the baseball in his bare left hand, and now comes set. From the stretch, the 2-2 offering is outside. Nice grab by Ayers, who had to dive into the lefty batter's box to get it. So it's a full count to J.J. Kennett with first base open.
What a battle by Kennett. This is going to be the 7th pitch of this at-bat right here.
33 total for Sam Brady. Leans in to get the sign from Ayers. Now he comes set. And the payoff once more. Outside, not even close, and J.J. Kennett's on his way to first. Reaches for the second time today. His second walk of the day, and the bases are juiced.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Brady, you got a guy in Kemp coming up who we've seen the damage he's able to do. Bears have left 12 stranded on base today.
I've left the bases loaded twice. 13 hits, 9 runs, and now Tariq Kemp trying to clean him off. The first pitch is on the outer edge, 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball, and Sam Brady's ahead 0-0. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup with Tariq Kemp, who entered today hitting .405. This is his 13th start at shortstop. Brady ready. Here's the 0-1. Kemp sends a dribbler towards first base. He'll go home for the force out, and the lead runner is out. Ty Johnson tried to slide in. Nice job by Ackney to pick up that out at home, so he goes 3-2 with the fielder's choice. Bases will stay juiced, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, so Kemp reaches, they prevent the run from scoring. And now a chance for Sam Brady to get out of this inning with no runs allowed.
Heads up defense by Ackney, going with his momentum towards home plate. Snag that off 2 hops, so now the defense can play back with Jack Little, and the base is juiced. That a hard hit line drive down the left field line, but that will sink into the Baylor bullpen. More than enough to leave the ballpark. It was 111 miles per hour off his bat.
Yeah, that one looked great off the bat, and then it just curved at the last second. If it was fair, that one would have definitely scored a couple runs.
Infield shifted to the left slightly. Second baseman shaded a couple steps to his left of the second base bag, and the 0-1 pitch is shot down the left field line. Nearly hits Hunter Toplansky on the way. But a foul ball. That one straightened out a little bit more.
Yeah, good footwork by Toplansky to get out of the way. Wow.
A toe tap. Should save that for Saturdays. Starting tomorrow, likely at third base. We'll see. Charges down the third base line, just trying to get Sam Brady to look over. He doesn't, and the 0-2 pitch is up and outside. A leap from Robbie Ayers to get it, to prevent it from going to the backstop. Another hazardous throw from Sam Brady. It's 1-2. Jack Little with the bases loaded. Upright batting stance from the back of the right side of the box. Slight wiggle in that bat over the right shoulder. Big leads for everybody on base. And now time is called. It looks like we are going to get a pitch clock violation to make this a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jack Little. Sam Brady leads in to get the sign. And now he comes set. Glove at his belt. He looks back at second. And he kicks and fires. Little gets under it, skies it on the infield. Ackeny says he's got it. Communicating with his second baseman, battling the lights. He'll pull down the third out. And for the third time today, the Bears will strand the bases loaded. They now left 15 runners on base. They still lead at 9-3, though, and will look to close out their 10th victory of the season when we return. You're listening to Baylor Baseball on Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting. Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Three outs to get for the Bears, and a new pitcher enters the game. It'll be the right-hander Andrew Petrowski, his 4th appearance of the season. Looking to close out the 10th win of the year for Baylor. The righty deals a fastball down low for a called strike one on Robbie Ayers. The right-handed swinging catcher, hitting .343 on the year, but he's 0 for 3 today. And Petrowski is set with the 0-1. A pause, and here it comes. He checks his swing, does Ayers, fouls it straight back into the screen. Robbie Ayers last year playing in 42 games at LMU. 18 games the year before that, and then 27 in 2022. So a lot of time spent with this Lions team. Consistency behind the dish what Ayers brings. Now he shoots that one to the right side, and it squeezes beneath the glove of Jack Little down the right field line. He's going to head for two. Ayers will be in there standing up. So a leadoff double for Robbie Ayers.
Yeah, Jack Little had a play on it and looked like his feet was in front of his glove and it just popped out and rolled towards the side. But yeah, that's the start you want to see if you're LMU to the top of the ninth.
Automatically a guy in scoring position. That puts to rest a 9-up, 9-down stretch pulled off by Will Glatch. And then Grayson Murray got the last one. Big swing and a miss from DJ Hiorso. 357 hitter. He's 0 for 3 today. Now down in the count 0-1. Righty on righty matchup as Petrowski comes set. He looks at second, now throws. High looping pop-up towards the right field line. Apodaca ranges over, now settles under it, makes the grab. Ayers tags from second. He'll head to third. The throw comes in. Kemp cuts it off. And so not a do-nothing fly out for DJ Hiorso. The runner advances 90 feet for the first out. So now 2 outs to get, and Zion Williams digs in. The 310 hitter. Williams out of the game, so Williams will get pinch hit for. It'll be Nate Savoy. Freshman wearing number 99 as a catcher and outfielder as listed on the roster. Righty on righty matchup once more with the runner on third. And the pitch is outside. One 0 count for Savoy. Batting for Williams, who batted for Colby Wallace. And now the pitch. Low and outside, but called a strike one. 1-1.
And prior to today, Savoy made 9 starts, had 2 home runs against Seattle, 1 against St. Louis. So no stranger to the lineup here.
Not getting the start today as the 1-1 offering is a bounding ball to the left side and foul. Sitting 194 across those 9 starts. Now Sean Snedeker, a quick run out to the mound to talk to Petrowski. Could be some adjustments for the pinch hitter. Might have thought it would be Williams, but instead it's Savoy, who is a 194 hitter across those 9 games, as mentioned, has 31 at-bats, 6 hits. Probably just talking strategy on how to get him out with this finishing pitch. Ahead 1-2. So looking for the second out. Petrowski ready. Here it comes. It finds the dirt. J.J. Kennett blocks it. Now locates it. And the count's 2-2. Savoy has struck out 11 times across his 31 at-bats, but does have 9 RBIs, as you mentioned. Tied for the team lead with 3 homers. The 2-2, it's off the end of his bat. Twisting line drive, but sinking quickly, and it falls into right field for a base hit. Robbie Ayers comes in and scores from third, and it's the 10th run driven in by Savoy.
Yeah, Coach Fergus not afraid to make changes. Insert Savoy, and right there an RBI single. Trying to cut into the Baylor lead now at top of the 9th.
Successful pinch hit attempt for Nate Savoy, the freshman out of Newport Beach, California. He'll take a short lead at first, as it'll be Noah Malone digging in. He stayed in the game this whole time, starting in left field, but then switched to right field when Zion Williams hit for Colby Wallace. Now the pitch is in there for strike 1. It looked like that one missed outside. It was a loud call from Casey Moser. No, it is called strike 1. And now the next pitch, and that one just misses outside. So 1-1. Noah Malone's 0 for 3. The bottom half of this LMU lineup really struggled today. Other than Devin Ornelas, they don't have any hits. until that one from Nate Savoy a couple of seconds ago, and that pitch is fouled into the screen. Noah Malone makes this a 1-2 count. But Malone, a pair of swinging strikeouts and a pop out on the infield. 0 for 3 with Ornelas on deck. Here's the 1-2. He spoils that one foul on a line shot to the right side. Car alarms ring out. Hopefully it's not your car, Aiden.
I sure hope not, Joe. That's unfortunate.
That would be a shame. I hope it's not mine either.
Could be.
I don't think so. Andrew Petrowski deals, and that is a called strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. Nothing Noah Malone can do but watch. It's a perfectly placed fastball right around knee height. And the Bears are 1 out away from closing out the series opener against LMU. Devin Ornelas, 2 for 3 today. And the runner takes off from first. Throw down from Kennett, bounces in there, and a nice block by Tariq Kemp to prevent that ball from going into center field. But a successful stolen base for Nate Savoy. His first stolen bag.
And just the third successful attempt from an opponent this year on the Baylor.
The 37th for the Lions. It's fouled straight back into the screen by Ornelas to make this count 1-1. It'll be interesting to see throughout the rest of this weekend. With Bryson Bales going at it with Michael Nunez tomorrow. Chance for Baylor to make it 3 in a row. LMU likely trying to right the ship unless they can come back here. It's a slow roller off the end of the bat of Ornelas, but it rolls foul, so he's down in the count 1-2. Another strong crowd at the Baylor Ballpark tonight, cheering on their Bears, looking for a 10th victory to improve to 10-3. With the runner on second, Devin Ornelas at the plate. He's the last chance for the Lions, a 1-2 count. Petrowski comes set. Here it comes. It skips in there. Kennett scurries to his left to pick it up, and it's a 2-2 count. Petrowski ready. He takes a look at second. The 2-2 pitch, up and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes in this 9-3 ball game. Baylor 9 runs on 13 hits. They've committed 2 errors. LMU 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They have a man on second. Ornelas the batter, and Petrowski comes set once more. Here's the 3-2, and spoiled foul high into the left side, out of play. Ornelas showcased his speed earlier today, leading off the 3rd inning with a triple. It was a stand-up triple, making it all the way to third. He came around to score on a sac fly. The 3-2 once more. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Andrew Petrowski closes out the 10th win of the year for the Bears as they win it 9-4 over Loyola Marymount in their first contest since 2019. The Bears pick up a 2nd straight victory after falling on Sunday, picking up righting the ship on Tuesday against Tarleton State, and now taking game 1 of this season series against Loyola Marymount 9-4.
What a great job offensively by the Bears. And from the bullpen, they saw 1 run over 4 innings of relief. Just a solid team win right there.
Another stellar outing from the bullpen, who picked up Ethan Calder. Ran into some trouble in his last inning there, giving up the 2-run homer. But ultimately, the Bats were able to do enough in the first 5 innings of this contest to pick up a 10th win, improve to 10-3. LMU falls to 8-6. We'll be back here tomorrow for Game 2 of this weekend series, a 2 p.m. start at the Baylor Ballpark as the Bears will look for their third in a row. But that's going to do it for us here on the broadcast booth. For my broadcast partner, Aidan Pham, for broadcast engineer, Foster Nicholas, I'm Joe Pratt. We appreciate you for joining us and spending a little bit of your Friday